What's going on, everybody? Back at it again with another video, and this time, ooh, my binder is full, and yes, I am so ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna bust all them down, and I'm gonna upgrade Moss. I'm gonna upgrade somebody. I don't know who, but I'm upgrading. So that's gonna happen. But that's not what we talking about here. That's not what we talking about here. Are the teams overpowered? Because this year, more than ever, I believe that there is no such thing as overpowered teams. They gave you the chance to get players and to do what you wanted to do. Because if you couldn't get players, you can go theme team. If you couldn't go theme team, all you had to do was put in the effort to lock up, to lock in and do what you had to do. So, first off, we're going to talk about how people are saying, well, everybody spends money on MUT. They blow so much money on MUT. Why you blow so much money on MUT? You don't blow money on MUT like that. So look at this right here. For $5, you could have gotten a player at every interval. I think it's every 5 levels. You could have got a good, really good player. So let's look at the things that go on in the store. And then, I don't understand how people can complain about overpowered teams when you had so much, and people were, gold player cheese was out the yin yang. Like the get a gold player pack was cheesed up. They were pulling Lance Bridge, Lance Bridge. They were pulling legends, they were pulling everything. So some people would go and say, you know what, I got an extra 100K, I'm going to farm the gold player thing. And that's what they did. Some people got good players, some people got bad players, some people got full-blown elites and legends, and they were able to sell those cards back. But at the same time, there was so much that you could have done. Now let's take a look at this right here. This was something I had never seen before. This right here, all you had to do was play solos, and you could like do things and get players. These were free players. Or you can go and get the nat. You can keep re-rolling until you got the player that you wanted. And that's what was crazy to me, that everybody was like, oh, his team is overpassed. Teams are 99 everywhere. Sometimes 99s, if you see those 399 players, there's a slim chance that might be the only 99s that he had, to be honest with you guys. Now, if you didn't know, right here, weekend league. Let's take a look at the event details and how it goes about. Now, here's what happens. Like, you get a gold player fantasy pack. So this is every month event details. So this is how it is. If you are halfway decent, which every week I just try to go to ultimate. I'm not trying to go for anything else because it's a stressful, very, 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 very stressful. Do you hear me? It's very stressful to do weekend league. So let's take a look at how this works out. So they say gold, and you get 2 red zone packs. Now the red zone packs are 100K. Like, the red zone packs you can sell back. You get 75. I think it's 75K. Don't ask me. Don't get me to lie to you. But I do think it's 75 or 25K. So this is what I do. I do ultimate league every week. So you guys, you ultimately get, I think it was 300K after all was said and done, and I broke down the packs, and I took the coins. I never take the packs. I stopped taking the packs. The packs are a big risk. You may not get anything out of it. That's 300K. So that's 300K in 1 week. So now let's go to weekend league. So with weekend league and working the block, let's see, weekend league and solo battles. So solo battles, how does that work out for you? Let's take a look at how the tiers go. Now, if everybody's able to get ultimate, so ultimate is basically 50K, 8 trophies, 1 red zone pack. So in one given week, you have 375K a week, maybe more. Let's say, let's round it off, like 500K. And then you have the, let's say, weekend league solo battles. Then you have your daily. Now the daily gives out 7 at a minimum. We know the daily gives out like 75K, 7.5 everyone. Now let's say you get lucky enough to get that 7 days a week. That's 50K right there. So let's go and do the math on that. 50K plus 300K. So 300K plus 50 plus, let's say you get 200 or one, let's say you get 125 a week. So that's 475K every week that you would get times 4. Let's say times 4. 850K a week. So with a little bit of grinding every month, guys have had a million coins every month. So that's a million coins every month. That's enough to upgrade your team. So when people say, oh, guys are grinding, now I know people are still buying coins and whatnot. People get more credit than you. But here's the thing. In the first week of Madden, we all had our shot at 800K in a month. That's a month where you had close to a million. So what I wanted to show you is that if you actually took time to learn how to do something, how to work the block, there were way too many ways for you guys to soup your teams up. But a lot of people, like I said, you didn't want these players. You didn't want the players that you should have gotten. And that was the biggest thing. Like, hey, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. This year, there was no such thing as I can't get this player. Khalil Mack. He was 300K. You could power him up with training points. Michael Vick, power him up with training points. Champ Bailey with training points. And the cards were super cheap after a while. I've never seen a Madden game where Michael Vick is in the auction house for less than a meal. To be totally honest with you, Michael Vick was less than a meal. Now, you got gold, you got captains. These captains, you got Ryan Shazier, you got Ricky Williams, which is amazing that you got not one, not two, 3 players to start your team off with. And then you got the player of your choice who would be a power player. Now, let's take another look at this and see how things went for people. Sean Taylor, he came out of the gauntlet. So you had 3 other gauntlet players that you could have gotten. Now, let's go down and take a look at the Power Up program. The thing was, every week, you would be able to power up at least one of your players on your team, and then you had the solo grind. So let's take a look at power up players. Now, as we look at power up players, I'm looking at Alshon Jeffrey. Take a look at Alshon to be the best player. He wasn't really that great, but Alshon to level all the way up. Doing the math on that, I'd say maybe 400 training points. Now, the players who I would say would be the easiest to level up were these guys, the legends. Let's see if we can find some legends. They be up top. I'm sorry about that, guys. Now, the legends basically took 200K. 200K to power up to a 90. Now, 1,100 coins. Now, these are the lower tier guys. So, for how it will work for you and how you would do it, you can get these guys up to a reasonable level. So, by right here, this was the reasonable level, I would say. The 88 was the reasonable level for your legend. So it wasn't one of those things where I could say that, hey, EA just made it so hard to get players. It was very easy to get players. You can get players at a very easy rate, but some people just didn't grind like they should. I am not a big grinder, but after I found out solo battles give you this, solo battles give you that, solo battles give you this, that, and the third. Now, remember, in the harvest, we got a free player. That I have never seen a situation where if you go to the auction block right now, the most expensive player is the player who recently came out. Now, let's take a look at, I'm not at the auction block. The auction block is basically, it's not much that I can say to people who say people have it's too many souped up teams in MUT right now. I wouldn't say souped up, because what did I just tell you? I just told you the math on one weekend league. In one weekend league, 1 week of Madden, you can purchase this guy. In 1 week of Madden, you can purchase this guy. In 1 week of Madden, you can purchase anybody up here. So isn't that amazing how? So let's go down. Weekend league solo battles. The only people who are out of your range are limited time cards. That's what's strange to me. Limited time cards are the only cards that are out of your league at this moment right now. Limited times. LTDs. So everybody else is pretty obtainable if you look at it. Who's not obtainable? In one weekend league, you bring in about a good 300K. So if you do your solos and whatnot, you'll be able to grab all of these players and use them. But the thing was, a lot of people complained about the players not being obtainable. They are. They're very obtainable. The problem is, the devil. The problem is that a lot of people didn't want to grind. And these players right here, 400K seems like a steal to me if you look at it. That's a steal for one of these players because back in the day, a 95 overall this early in the year was about 800K. I remember I took 18 off. I took a Madden 18 off to like just I actually got banned for buying coins, but I never told you guys that, but I got banned for buying coins. That was the biggest thing about me in Madden 18. I got banned for buying coins. I tried to go all out the very first couple of weeks of Madden 18, and I bought maybe, oh man, I say that first month I had to buy like 6 7 mil. I bought 10 mil, and I got flagged for it because there were so many like transactions over a certain amount of time. It just basically like spazzed me out, and I was done for the year. So that was just one of those things that just happened. 93, he'd be 96 speed. Okay, so but you guys have a good one. Catch you next time. I'm trying my best to keep content coming. It may be boring as ever, but I'm trying my best to keep some content coming. You guys have a good one. Catch you next time.